have 20% down, it's all of a sudden going to blow affordability out of the water. What does PMI generally look like for a consumer?
It requires 3% down. There's no private mortgage insurance for PMI, so that's going to definitely help the monthly payments. It's got a great fixed rate on it. And then we also will loan the 3% down payment requirement through down payment assistance.
So it seems like a great potential backstop for somebody who doesn't get those welcome home funds. With respect to PMI, for folks who maybe have just heard it or heard their parents talk about it or think, well, if I don't have 20% down, it's all of a sudden going to blow affordability out of the water. What does PMI generally look like for a consumer?
And believe it or not, there's a lot of first-time home buyers that think they have to have 20% down, and you don't. You don't have to have 20% down at all, but the catch-22 is typically you have PMI. But there are programs like neighborhood housing that don't require it.
So another feather in the cap for the neighborhood housing program.
You can actually request with your banker lender anytime that you want to get your PMI removed or reviewed. So if you bought a house, say a year ago, and you're noticing houses are selling for $20,000, $30,000 more than what you paid, and that might get you out of having PMI, you can call your banker, your lender, and request that, and they'll give you the steps to take. And if you're below 80%, 9 times out of 10, they'll drop the PMI for you.
So important distinction there, because I have some people who are like, well, it should just automatically fall off. It's based off the
Original,
borrower
yes.
or the applicant driving the request for a review then.
Yeah, so if you do a loan program where PMI will automatically drop off, it's going to drop off once you're at 78% of the original purchase price. So if you're just making your principal and interest payment, and let's say you did 5% down, you didn't pay extra on your loan, your PMI is automatically going to drop off probably in year 9 to 11. But more than likely your house is going to be worth a lot more than that during that time frame. So it's definitely worth keeping an eye on what's going out in your subdivision so that you can try to get it dropped off sooner, because it's going to make your payment go down.
Let's just math it real quick, bar napkin math. I mean, if an appraisal costs $500 or $600 and I'm paying, let's just say $100 a month in PMI, I think that's a no-brainer if it can save me over the long term.